You know, if I was a bit of a snowflake, then I'd have been upset. I'd have been offended by it because he was threatening, he was calling it on, and he was saying basically, watch your back, and you don't want to go back to prison. So he needs to be careful, doesn't he, when he's talking about going back to prison.
That's not what we want. I don't want to see that happen. No one does. But I understand now both sides have made it up. They've apologised. So hopefully it's all in the past and we can concentrate what everybody's out here for, which is a fight in the ring.
What have you made of Tyson's demeanour, attitude, the way he's speaking about Usyk this week?
Tyson's in a good place. I mean, I look at him and we briefly touched on it yesterday when I was talking to him, how well he looks. I mean, he really does look well. He looked well when he was up in Morecambe about a month ago for the presser up there. But he's just jumping out of his skin. You look at him facially. I've never seen him glow. It's like he's glowing. You know, he looks so fit and well.
Dad's an excellent salesman and he's done a fantastic job. So big up John Fury, get up son.
Big up John Fury.
And in the world of the UK we say chat shit, get banged.
And that he did.
Half of his age and he's nutted him. Get up, Slim.
It's a million security, man. If you think you can take it, great balls. I'll let it first.
Carl Froch did not hold back at all when reacting to John Fury confronting Eddie Hall at the airport. He completely mocked John's behavior, saying it looked more like a performance than something serious. Froch compared him to an old-school gangster, pointing out how the threats and watch your back comments felt over the top and unnecessary. In his view, instead of showing strength, it made John look embarrassing. He suggested that these wild actions were more about creating attention and headlines rather than solving anything in a real way.
Ridiculous, childish behaviour, shouting and screaming, attention-seeking, like a big pillock at the press conference. He mentioned he'll fight any man born from his mother. He'll take anyone on because he's the ultimate man. The ultimate meatball.
Froch went even deeper with his criticism, saying that John Fury has built a habit of turning every situation into drama. According to him, people in boxing no longer take John seriously because of this repeated behavior. He believes John constantly pushes himself into the spotlight, even when it's not needed. The airport clash, in Froch's opinion, was messy, loud, and showed a lack of control. Instead of building respect, it damaged John's image and made the whole situation look chaotic and unprofessional.
Star in the big draw, like anybody gives a shit. I mean, you know what I mean? It's just a big fat mess. Nobody making noise. Nobody's really interested, but we have to respond because if the noise he makes.
Eddie Hall responded instantly, and his reaction was just as direct. He said he saw through John Fury's behavior and called it a bluff. After all the shouting and aggressive talk, Eddie questioned whether there was any real substance behind it. He even challenged the reputation of the Fury family, suggesting that their tough image is mostly talk. Eddie accused them of acting aggressive in public but not proving themselves when it truly matters. His message was simple: stop talking and show it in the ring.
It's bluff. Just, you're all full of shit. You'll talk the talk, you walk around headbutting people, punching walls, put your money where your mouth is, and then...
Spencer Oliver took a slightly different angle. He didn't seem surprised at all by what happened. He described John Fury as someone who was naturally emotional and unpredictable. According to Oliver, John thrives in moments of chaos, especially in today's social media world where loud behavior gets more attention. He admitted that while John can be entertaining, he often loses control when situations heat up. For Oliver, this was just another example of John crossing the line and making things bigger than they needed to be.
I did. That's John Fury though, isn't it? He's like sheer entertainment, you know what I mean? He fits into this world, you know, this social media world so well, John Fury, because he is entertainment. Do you know what I mean? He's just one of...
Tommy Fury stood firmly behind his father. He made it clear that he supports John Fury completely and believes he had the right to react. Tommy admitted that things escalated quickly, but he insisted that his father was not trying to create problems, he was responding to disrespect. His tone showed loyalty and belief in his family. For Tommy, this situation is not just about promotion anymore, it has become personal.
But no, I thought my dad was 100% right in that. Thanks very much for him to speaking up.
Spencer Brown tried to calm the situation down. He described the whole incident as something small that people are exaggerating. He even pointed out that both sides had previously shown respect, including shaking hands earlier. According to him, this proves the situation is not as serious as it looks. His goal was to reduce tension and move the focus back to the fight instead of the drama.
The guy did say some stuff, and I want to forget it and put it to the back of my mind now.
After the clash, John Fury didn't back down at all. In fact, he became even more confident. He strongly claimed that Eddie Hall has no chance against Tommy Fury. According to him, Tommy's speed, power, and boxing ability are far beyond anything Eddie has experienced. He also mocked the idea of shorter rounds, suggesting that Eddie is trying to avoid the full challenge of boxing. His tone remained loud, aggressive, and full of belief in his son.
Tommy's going to do the chinning with him, as you've seen today. Eddie Hall, when Tommy's fought him, he's not going to want to fight again. He don't know what he's in for. He thinks because Tommy's small, Tommy's like a pocket rocket, isn't he, compared to him? And I got that body belt on, I'm feeling the power. He can't take that. That's why he wants to do 2-minute rounds, isn't it? He can't do.
Tommy Fury also explained his mindset clearly. He said people are making a big mistake by thinking strength alone can win fights. He pointed out that being the strongest man in the world means nothing in a boxing ring. Boxing requires skill, timing, intelligence, and experience. Tommy believes that on fight night, he will show the clear difference between raw strength and real boxing ability, and expose the gap between them.
Men, being the strongest man in the world and picking up half a ton meant you was the best fighter of all. Everyone would be a world champion, wouldn't they? If being big and strong meant you could fight, everyone would be a world champion. But in this game, it's not about how much weight you can lift. It's not about how strong you are. There's a ton more things to the fight game. And that's what I'm looking to show Eddie on the night of.
John Fury once again returned with full confidence, repeating that Eddie Hall does not understand what he is walking into. He described Tommy as too fast, too sharp, and too experienced. According to John, Eddie will struggle to land clean punches and will end up swinging wildly. He believes Tommy will control the fight easily and break Eddie down. His words were strong, confident, and full of belief, almost treating the fight as already decided.
He thinks because Tommy's small, Tommy's like a pocket rocket, isn't he, compared to him? And I got that body belt on, I'm feeling the power. He can't take that. That's why he wants to do 2-minute rounds, isn't it? He can't do the 3. And I can't blame him. You've got to give Eddie all props because he's not a fighter. He's going to get in with Tommy knowing full well what can happen to him. And the only thing he's going to try and do is swing. He won't even be able to hit him, will he?
Tommy Fury also tried to explain the situation from his side. He said the real tension is not between him and Eddie Hall, but actually between Eddie and his father. Tommy made it clear that he got involved because of family loyalty, not personal hatred. He believes Eddie has been targeting the Fury name for a long time, and now he finally has the chance he wanted. This makes the fight more about pride and family than just sport.
The real beef is between Eddie and my dad. You know, that's genuinely what has happened here. I'm only doing this fight because of my dad. So the real beef is between Eddie and my dad, and I'm obviously just stepping up to the plate. Tyson's on a different stratosphere. Basically, Eddie was having a pop between all the Furies. You know, he wanted to fight with a Fury, and he's got one.